this is Allison from Paris Unraveled, and today I want to talk to you about how I ended up moving to France. So I started learning French when I was in middle school, and I was really good at it, and I always knew that I was studying abroad in France. So when I got to my junior year in college, of course, I came to Paris for a year, and about halfway through the year, I was completely in love with Paris, and I just knew that I was coming back. And I had no idea how it was going to happen. I just knew, I decided that once I graduated from college, I was coming back to Paris. I even considered taking a year off to stay in Paris for another year before I went back to graduate. Now, I came up with a lot of different ways that I could potentially come back to Paris. And the way that I wanted to come back was to get a Fulbright grant for research and doing a master's degree. So I spent about 8 months researching and applying for this Fulbright grant that would enable me to come back to Paris, study with some of my same professors, and have all my living expenses paid. And I was so committed to this idea and to this project, and I didn't get it. And if I had been completely committed to the Fulbright as the only way that I was going to be able to come to Paris, because remember, this was a scholarship that would pay for my studies, pay for my living expenses, help me find an apartment, help me with the visa. And if I had thought that that was the only way that I was coming to Paris, then I would have given up in January. But I knew that I was coming back to Paris, and I didn't care how it happened. So what did I start to do? I started to throw spaghetti at the wall. I applied to the teaching program, the TAPIF program for teaching English in France. I applied to a master's degree independently. I wrote to my professors about how I could come back. I wrote to mentors that I had here about how I could find housing and how I could study on my own. I did the research, and I committed to believing that I was coming back to Paris, no matter what it took, no matter if I had to live under a bridge. I just knew that that was going to happen. And, everybody all my friends and my family, everybody that I knew that I was coming back to Paris. And through the strength of that belief, I was able to make it happen because I got into the master's program and I got into TAPIF. And I found a babysitting job that allowed me to have an apartment that paid my rent for an apartment. And so it was because I believed in the dream that I was able to make it happen. And the how it happened was kind of incidental. It didn't matter how. It just mattered that it was happening. And incidentally, because I came back without the Fulbright and was doing TAPIF and doing my master's program and everything, I ended up teaching English as a language assistant in the school where I met my husband, who's a teacher. So because I allowed things to happen in the way they were supposed to, I put all of my energy into moving to Paris, but I didn't let the how disappoint me. And so what does that mean for you? If you want to move to Paris in 2019, if you want to move to France in 2019, the first step is for you to decide that it's going to happen and for you to commit to it. And don't worry about the how, because I can help you figure out the how. But you need to decide that no matter how it happens, you're going to make it work. So what I want you to do is, if you're thinking about moving to France in 2019, let me know below what you want to come here to do, and I'm going to send you a link to my free French visa assessment right in your Facebook Messenger. You don't have to enter your email, but that's going to help you figure out the first step. One of the most important steps is figuring out what type of visa that you need and what type of visa might be the best fit for you. So drop a comment below and I will send you that to help you start to figure out how you're going to make a move to France work for you this year. Hey, this is Allison Grant Lunes. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you learned something about living in France and were inspired about pursuing your own Franceformation. Do you want to learn how you can get the right visa and create your dream life in France? Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and to the Profiles in Franceformation podcast for more inspiring stories about people who made their Franceformation a reality, and for more tips and tricks on how to make your Franceformation happen for you. If you want to learn more about what visa is right for you and how to pursue your Franceformation, you can check out my book, Foolproof French Visas, which goes over basically every single way that you can possibly move to France. It's available as an ebook or in paperback on Amazon, and it will help you identify the right visa for you and prepare a successful application. Or if you'd like my personal help with applying for your visa and moving to France, you can go to www.yourfranceformation.com/free-call to request a free 30-minute Franceformation clarity call with me about how I can help you to make your dream a reality and get started on helping you to move to France. Thanks again for watching, and à bientôt.